Hi guys, I'm Shmi. Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very exciting day. That is a crate about to be opened. It's delivery day of a Pagani Zonda Revolution. We're actually here at Cars. More on that to come shortly, but inside this box is a very special Pagani Zonda. There are only 5 Revolutions in the world. I've actually seen the car that's in here before, both at the Geneva Motorshow back in 2014, when it was presented alongside a Huayra Coupe, and also at the factory in Italy, at the home of Pagani. But this has been sold to its client via Miller Motorcars, Pagani of Greenwich, who I filmed with on a few occasions before as well. And shortly, we're going to be opening it up. The Zonda R and the Zonda Revolution come with all sorts of goodies we can check out as well in here, also in this, but we're going to be grabbing that to go and get this crate opened. It's delivery day of a Pagani Zonda, a Zonda Revolution. Aside from the fact that one of the coolest cars known to mankind is inside that crate, it's also going to be fascinating to see what's in these. I guess probably spare wheels, jacks, that kind of thing. Every Zonda R effectively came with a complete set of what you needed to go and run it at the track. Race suits as well, all the gear. We're going to get those opened up. But this car has come directly here from Japan. It was originally presented by Pagani at the Geneva Motorshow, but then shortly thereafter went to its Japanese owner. It's been in Japan for the last 8 years or so, and now it has come around the world here to be opened up. It's been sold with Pagani of Greenwich, and I'm looking forward to finding out what this is going to be like. It's so theatrical to open and uncrate a hypercar, especially a Zonda Revolution. There were 15 Zonda Rs. This is a Revolution, the updated, even more powerful, even crazier version. I actually saw one very recently in Miami, but yeah, it's going to be time in a second to see this. Part 1, to get started on the accessories, all of the rivets, all of the bolts, all around. I think probably the top of this is going to come off first, and once that's been removed, then we're going to see everything that's inside. Not the easiest of processes, much easier to open up this box, in fact. Obviously set up straight for the racetrack with the latches. Have a look in there in a second as well. Let's see exactly what that's all about. But yeah, all straight from the other side of the world to here. Nearly there. This is going to be ready to remove. Is that all of it? This one more, last one. There we go. Time to find out what's inside the mysterious box. Let's find out. What are we looking at? What's inside the box? Definitely a set of tires over here. Are these like trestle tables to hold parts? This feels like a table to hold the rear clam of the car when you've taken it off. With the Zonda R, rather than it being hinged up like the normal Zondas, it actually gets completely taken off to access the engine back there, the fabulous V12, so that must be what all of this is for. And then obviously underneath are the tyres, all well protected and packaged. Let me shuffle out the way, moving all of these parts. Even a dolly to move around the spare wheel set, which is fun, and another box with more goodies. Just wondering what's in here. Oh, yep, extra wheels. Nice. Very nice. Obviously that's the rear, it's the front pairing. All underneath. Look at those. Very cool. Time to move on to this crate. Look inside there. All the equipment. Everything. Not even sure what we're looking at. Hydraulic jacks. Obviously to lift it up in the pit stop. And then are those dolly stands to pop the car up on? Extra pieces, extra parts. Is that even a spare? What's that? Another frame, another trestle table, I think. It is about to be time to move on to the main event, but I also need to show you a few more of the things that are in here, so stay tuned, because there's some hilarious extra parts, accessories, and things that have come with this car. But this is it. This is the box, ready to be opened up. It's going to take a while. There are a lot of rivets around here, but hey, it's all part and parcel of the process. As I said, adds to the theatre and excitement of it all. This is it then. All the rivets from the top, getting everything opened up. There are a crazy number of them that need to be unbolted. Then it'll be lifted up. Can we see anything? Can we see anything? Too dark for the moment, but in a second, all will be revealed of the Pagani that is inside. Getting all of those bolts out of the top, getting everything off, because then each of these panels are going to lift off and we can have a sneak peek over the top. There are still the cross braces that go through though. Need to be careful with those so they don't obviously drop onto the car. But hey, at this moment in time, who knows? Maybe there isn't a car inside. How weird would that be? But anyway, I suspect there probably is. I said there was fun stuff with this car. In this box are all of the original bits of Sparco clothing that came with it. All of the race suit, the gear, everything, the helmets, you name it, all obviously fitted for the original customer. But as part of this transaction, this is so cool to have the full original Pagani Sparco race suit, obviously personalized, but not even just that. Check this out. This is actually really, really quite fun. You won't believe what's in here. This is a mini race suit, a mini kid suit to match. So fun, so fun. Anyway, progress is being made. We probably need to whiz back over there to see the full unboxing. It's time then. First panel. Can we sneak a peek? Wow. Blue carbon. Look at that. Look at that. Everyone here is going crazy for this. And that's just the first look at it. Okay, more panels removed. Look at that. Snorkel over the top. This is crazy. The mirrors folded in, freshly shipped. Look at this. Last few parts to be lifted off. Last few rivets. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Zonda Revolution unboxing. Look at this. This feels like the main moment. The last rivets of the front side before this gets lowered down. Oh no, a few more. A few more to be done. Down at the bottom. Team at Cars here helping out, getting all of these off before it's going to be front off first, then I guess the sides off, and then we get the full reveal of everything in all of its glory. Wait for this, wait for this. Last one being unscrewed. And then, here we go. Oh, one more, one more. All right, and here we go. Wow. Look at that carbon. Look at that carbon. Look at that car. It even ships with the ramps here. These will be used to effectively drive it out. Wow. That's a serious machine. Let's walk around here. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this thing. Zonda Revolution, that blue carbon. Even this kind of middle wing, you've got the massive rear wing, the shark fin down the back, obviously completely open with the exhaust system. This is unreal to see. This is totally unreal. Moving some of the wheel straps, obviously to get this out. Blue, nothing but, for a blue car. Just look at this. The more unveiled it gets, the more special it is. Full carbon, everything on this thing. Just the way it's crated up. As I said, visual drama, excitement. Clearly, it's come from Japan. Look at this. Ratcheted down, obviously, inside this custom fabricated box around the car. It's time to roll it out. Tony from Cars has just taken a seat inside to be on the brake to make sure all is safe, but literally straight on out, ramps from inside the crate. Here we go. And it touches down on the ground. Look at that diffuser. Wow. It's on the ground. Here it is. Look at this car. If we can call it a car. Spaceship, crazy thing. Wider than the standard car. And being a Revolution, that means it has the upgraded powertrain. 6-litre V12 makes 802 horsepower instead of 750 in the regular, if you can call it that, Zonda R, along with even more radical aero. But look at all the shapes, the snorkels in front of the rear arches, the roof snorkel that comes right over the top. Of course, fixed roof on this, no Roadster Revolution, although kind of with the HYPERCAR race car version that they've made more recently. It's time. Wow. That's unreal. Raw, rough, angry, aggressive. Well, that's pretty epic. Just listen to this. Everybody behind is like, what? Oh, it revs up so fast. So fast. I guess it's my turn to step in. So carefully does this. Swinging through the scaffolding. Wow. The vibrations in here. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Warming into it. The feeling in here is a rawness like no other. I'm back out. Wow. Wow. Well, that was absolutely ridiculous. I need to show you a little bit more of the inside of this. So let me squeeze around. Pop open the doors. These are so light. I mean, the whole car is super thin carbon fiber, weighs 1,070 kilos in total, so about, what, 2,500 pounds or less. You've got the carbotanium tub, you're sat inside, of course, the fixed roll cage fully installed within the car, the bucket seats with the harnesses, all the bespoke details, obviously the Zonda Revolucion badging that you can see on there, and in fact even the Revo badge on the headrest, nicknamed the Zonda Revo. It actually followed the Zonda R, and there was a prototype Zonda R Evolution, so to go from that to the Revolution was the perfect next step, really. Special things, the rev counter sits right in the very center of the steering wheel. Of course, this is removable. You've got the quick release method, you've got the shifters for the automated manual gearbox mounted on the back, obviously your shift lights, your display. The full procedure to start it in the center is battery switch first, then power, then ignition, then fire it up. You've got the fire suppression system as well, as you'd probably expect. Look at how the cage is just part of the dashboard, obviously engineered from the outset. Full carbon fiber door cards. You've got the cross brace of the cage up above you, these super thin layers of carbon over the top, even behind. It's just a masterpiece to see this thing. All the way the dials are presented. This was, you know, poster car, halo car for many. Something that really, really stands out. The entire rear clam comes off. It's not, like I said earlier, hinged. As you know from road cars, you have to delicately remove it with a few people involved to make sure it comes off safely. I love things like these louvres that surround the mirror arm. Look at all of the detail, even down to the screws and the graphic there in the center, these blue anodized sections, the pins that you have to remove the front end, Pagani logos everywhere again. That's where you have the emergency switch down there, the built-in towing hook that you have in the splitter around to the front, and the sheer aggression of these vanes. I think they added the third for the Revolution, the way they wrap around the front nose cone, taking that original Zonda and making it into something even crazier. These are the slicks, obviously the wets we saw in the box earlier. The slick tyres fitted to the car right now. Intakes for cooling through the skirts, through the chimneys that you have up here, over the arches, and even the dive planes and things just all around the bodywork as you look around it. Look inside here. Look inside here, even this is aero work shaped inside the arch. Hadn't really noticed that before. And then that rear view, that view at the back of this thing with that massive wing. All of this, obviously not having to follow road restrictions, means it's completely opened. That's the socket for your hydraulic jacks that are just in there when you need to lift the car up. All very large pieces of very lightweight carbon fiber. Let's finish this off over the top. Knacker ducts here again. The way these are shaped is all to do with accelerating the airflow or changing the air pattern. It's actually unusually meshed and finished and open. I can't get my head around this thing. Multi-layered wing, gurney flap on the very back of it. So looking even at the extra wings that you have on the inside of wings. I mean, we've got a wing with a flap, and another wing with end plates mounted underneath it. Awesome, awesome car. totally awesome. Plexiglass windows, sliding windows, obviously again, weight savings to keep it very, very light, being completely focused. This is track hypercar at its very best. Can't believe being able to be reunited and see this car again out here, this time in California. It's really cool to think that that car, which had just been slightly repositioned, started today in this box, literally crated, and has now been opened up here, delivered right here at Cars in California. All of the stuff that comes with these cars is just the icing on the cake, all of these things that are part of the package. But today, to have seen this car again is just, I don't know, it's what I love about this world, about all of these things, about cars like this that move around the world. This has spent the last 8 years, the full 8 years of its life in Japan, and now it's here in the United States, having been in Switzerland and Italy along the way. I'd love to hear it in anger, and there might be more of that. In fact, you can probably check out the Cargroms channel and you'll find out more of this as well. So shout out to those guys and the videos they're making with this and with the collection. Yeah, that's been pretty awesome. What a day here in California. But that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support an awful lot, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.